two modules here. This is a radio frequency module, 433 megahertz. So this is a transmitter with antenna, of course, because we are dealing with radio. And the pins, we have the ground, the VCC, and then the data transmitter, RF FS 1000A 2008-8. If this is a transmitter, we also have a receiver with antenna and the board. This is 080408 ground, data 1, data 2, VCC, and this is a receiver, transmitter and receiver. So this is a radio frequency module or radio module, RF module. This is not Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. This is radio. And we are planning to build the circuit that can able to turn on and off this LED. This is a DIY LED module with resistor and LED 10mm mounted on the PCB, DIY, homemade, by using the transmitter to turn on and off the LED. Also with the use of favorite Arduino Uno Microcontroller for the receiver, and then for the transmitter, Arduino Uno Microcontroller with the plastic case, so for the transmitter. So to control the LED, we need this push button. So we're going to control the LED using the RF frequency module, or in short, we're going to make a remote. So we need to upload an Arduino code for the radio frequency module, for the transmitter, and this one for the receiver. have the two modules. So here, this is the transmitter, powered by 9 volts to the Arduino, power LED and the push button, and the transmitter 9 volts. And this one is the receiver. So you can see the receiver here, the board, the LED, power LED, the blue, powered by this 9 volts to the Arduino. Transmitter, no wire being attached. Transmitter, receiver. When I press the switch, press again, release, press, release. So this is a momentary switching. So the moment I press it, it will turn on the LED, and then when I release it, after some time, it will turn off the LED. So this is not a toggle type switching. This is momentary switching. There's a certain delay in the off, but it works as a transmitter and then the receiver. So we are turning on and off the LED using the transmitter and being received by the receiver. This is now the 433 MHz radio frequency remote control LED on-off momentary switching. So this is the transmitter, and then the receiver. Transmitter module, data, VCC ground, 433 MHz. Data connected to the pin number 12 of the Arduino, 5 volts supply of the Arduino to the VCC, ground to ground. So the ground must be connected together. Arduino Uno transmitter to the microcontroller. Pin number 13 is the switch, 1 and then the 2 to the ground. And then for the power, we are using 9 volts battery. So after decoding, we can able to use external power source or the battery instead of using the USB. So it is connected to the voltage input BIN of the Arduino. And here we have the power indicator, 5.6K resistor with blue LED. So this is just an indicator power. Into the receiver, we have this receiver 43 MHz. Of course, both have antennas, and then 9 volt supply also to the Arduino. 5 volts connected to the VCC. So receiver is 5 volts from Arduino. Pin number 2 of the Arduino connected to the D1 or the data. You can see that it has 4 pins. So we have another pin here, but we are only using one data out, or data out, data in. Ground to ground of the Arduino to the 43 receiver. Since this is Arduino, also we have this output LED. So output LED red, when we press the switch, it will turn on the LED, and then a certain period of time it will turn off. So this is momentary switching. This is not a latch switch. This is not a toggle switch. This is momentary switching. Just a few moments, and then it will turn off. So if this is the transmitter and then the receiver, it transmits the signal to the antenna, since radio frequency module needs antenna, and then received by the receiver. We are using this push button. So in our code, of course, we are using the code or uploading the code. In the code, we have this internal pull-up resistor inside the Arduino Uno. That is declared in the code. Internal pull-up resistor. So that we have this pin number 13, which is the input, declared as the input. And then when we press it, pull down to the ground, it will inject, or if we are inputting something, inputting a current to the Arduino Uno. So the current flows inside. And since this is transmitter, it flows out to the pin number 12 of the Arduino. And then out, current, received by the data. So that the data of the transmitter is data in. This is a pin number 13 in, input, declared as input to the code. And 12 is output, the Arduino output. But to the transmitter, it is data in. To the Arduino Uno, this is out. Output of the Arduino is connected to the input data of this transmitter. So, by pressing the switch here, inputting a signal, and then causing the current to flow to the pin number 12, and then to the data, and then releasing it to the antenna. Okay, and the frequency is 433 megahertz. The supply of the transmitter is from the Arduino 5 volts, and then ground to ground is connected together, so that we have a communication between the two controller and then the transmitter. We need to connect the ground together. So once we press the switch, it will we have inputting the signal, and then flows out into the pin number 12, received by the data pin of the transmitter, and then emits, being received by the receiver. Now the power of this receiver is connected to the 5 volts of the Arduino, ground to ground again. So it serves as remote control. And then the data, you see the receiver, data here, or data pin, is out. Since we receive the signal, flows inside the receiver, and then flows out to the data out. So this is out. And we have two output pin, but we are only using one. We have 4 pins. The receiver has 4 pins, but we are only using data 1. Either of the two, but we are using only one, data out. And then causing it to flow in. So pin number 2 declared in the code as an input of the Arduino. Data out to the input, Arduino input. So this pin is now an input. After receiving that, it will close to the out, causing this LED to turn on. So this is now pin number 3 is out. Pin number 2 is in, because we are from the receiving end. In, and then out. Of course, we're using again a 9 volt supply battery to the voltage input, because that is the necessary voltage to turn on this Arduino Uno. 9 volts, at least 9 volts. So what makes this a momentary switching is due to the code. It depends on the code. That's why this momentary switching. Momentary switching is one press of the button, it will turn on the LED at a certain moment and then turn off. Or there is a delay off, sort of delay off. The delay off, the delay time off. Okay, or delay on, delay off. So that is the transmitter and the receiver using 433 megahertz radio frequency. This is radio frequency module. This is not Wi-Fi or GPS or Bluetooth or data signal cell phone. This is a radio frequency module. And we are using this, demonstrating it as a remote control.